Hey guys, how's it going? It's Gaming Centaur here, and welcome to our time-lapse video, and this one is going to be a Valentine's based one. I haven't done these in a long time, and normally I like doing these to show off sort of like character pairings that I normally do with my characters and their friends. So today, here is my character, Drake Florian, and TeaDevil's character, Spectre. I hope you enjoy, and just hang in there for all you lonely people. So if you're wondering why I'm not using Paint.net this time, it's because I sort of wanted to try out Illustrator for something like this for a change, and then do the coloring in Photoshop. I do feel like the Photoshop coloring is better than the Paint.net. However, I kind of ran into a bit of a dumb issue. Due to the fact of the size of the image, usually it's at 2500 pixels at the highest dimension, so height or width, and because of that I apparently made this pretty small. So that means like the width for the lines, instead of like 2 pixels which I normally do, it was actually 25 pixels, which in my opinion it was way too small. I did have like difficulties doing this at first because of how difficult like the software was being on me. I don't have the best hardware in this laptop to, well, do everything without it somewhat lagging, especially since I'm streaming, but what are you gonna do about it, I guess? Other than like complain, which I end up doing at the time. Here's a not so great fact about when I was streaming this. Apparently I was semi-sick. At least I sounded like that through the chat that was going on during Twitch at the time of me streaming. I don't know if I sound sick now, but I know like the day after the stream I felt miserable. I could barely get out of bed, and I really didn't feel like doing anything during that time. I kind of just had to power through me just getting up in order to just get the day going, and even then I didn't really do much, which is really not good, especially what's feeling like crunch time is coming up. I know some people aren't fans of Valentine's Day. Heck, I know some of my friends aren't a big fan of the holiday. But to me, I can't help but get a little bit excited about it. And, you know, being a bit of a shoujo manga fan and all. And something that makes it a little bit more fun for me is doing these, what I call Be My Valentine pictures. Of just, again, OCs pairing with each other. Though, looking back at my work, apparently it's actually more of a bi-yearly thing, apparently. The last picture that I did was apparently back in 2016, and then I checked again, and I think with how I searched for it, it came up that apparently the last one was back in 2014. I don't think I'm going to show the pictures up on screen because of how bad their quality is compared to right now, but I'm just kind of surprised. I actually thought I actually did more than that, but apparently not. So maybe I'll try and make this a bit more of a yearly thing, but in the meantime, I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. Just kind of honestly. And now onto the coloring of this picture. And honestly, I was not happy about this part at all. Mainly because of one simple thing. The magic wand tool. It probably has its uses, and maybe I just need more help figuring it out. But honestly, I had a difficult time with this one. I will admit that. It didn't help that the lines were just so thin. It felt like I could easily color through them with the magic wand tool if it was back on paint.net. And I'm not a big fan of these lines. I just think they're just so thin. It's hard for the magic wand tool to even grasp them, and I remember trying hard to do it. It's not hard. It just felt a lot more tedious than it needed to be compared to my old works, where I had much more easier time on paint.net. I guess I just wish it had a better layering setup compared to what it has right now. I feel like for a Valentine's Day picture, a heart bubble or several heart bubbles feel at least mandatory for these kinds of pictures. I remember actually having a bit harder time with the line for these guys, mainly because I couldn't really like grasp onto them thanks to the magic wand tool. But again, it might just be not experimenting like that much, but I feel like around this time I was near my wit's end and just wanting to be done with it soon, which is not a good thing for anyone's kind of art. And I remember just having like sort of hell. And also, the stream actually got turned off for a bit because the Wi-Fi actually had a fit and turned off on me during the stream. Luckily it did come back, but yeah. That was the straw that kind of broke the camel's back, despite this picture coming up pretty well in the end. And that's a wrap for these lovebirds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and oh, I wish I did a better job, but between just not feeling in the mood at all to the technical issues that I had, I'm just glad I'm done with this picture. Hopefully next time I'll have a better time, but I don't think I'll be returning to Illustrator anytime soon for my kind of artwork. Thank you guys so much for watching. GG and see you later.